Welcome guys to the next tutorial in the options trading strategies tutorial series. Over the last two videos we have learned about bull spreads and bear spreads. In this video we'll look at some examples and which kind of spread to use. So the first example I took is a recent box breakout, that's of FedEx. Now once the box breaks out above this 194 area, usually you would have just picked up a $200 call. Let's say that's the call we are taking for this example. Now, you would have paid some premium for it, but maybe the risk or the premium is too much and you would like to cap your risk. So what you can do, in addition to the buying the $200 call, is you can sell the $210 call. For selling that call, you will get some premium that would reduce your risk, which you're putting in this trade. Obviously, it reduces your gains a bit too, but that's the whole purpose of a bull call spread. Now, why I chose that strike, we'll discuss that more in a future tutorial video when we start discussing Greeks. So don't worry about that for now. I'm simply using random strikes as examples on how the spread would be placed. So another thing we could have done when this breakout happens, instead of paying the premium, we would like to receive the premium. So what we can do in that case is we would sell this 184 put and maybe buy a 178 put. Now, intuitively, you should know that the put that's closer to the stock price is going to be more expensive. So we sold the more expensive put and we bought the cheaper one. Now, when the stock price starts to go higher, both these puts will lose value. But the more expensive one, the 184 one, will lose value faster compared to the 178 one. So if you need to buy back the 184 and sell the 178 in order to close your position, you would be buying this 184 cheaper than when you placed it. So as this value goes higher, the spread, the bull put spread, will lose value. Since you got paid premium to place this order, when you pay the premium to close this position, that's going to be a lot less than what you got paid. And that's how this position is placed. Now in this case, because the breakout is explosive, you would like the bull call spread. But let's look at an example where the breakout is not as explosive or sometimes the stock refuses to move. Monster. Monster had this breakout from this multi-month box and then has simply been moving sideways since. Now in this case, if it does start to break out, you would not be so sure if the breakout will be explosive. So in that case, instead of paying the premium and putting on a bull call spread, you would probably want to receive the premium and get a bull put spread. The reason is because if price continues to stay chopping here, the bull call spread will lose value, but the bull put spread will gain value because in this case, the theta or the time factor works in your favor. That's why I said the kind of options you will use, it will depend on the Greeks. We will discuss that in a future tutorial. But right now, I simply want you to get an intuitive idea of if you're bullish with a bullish lean here because we got a multi-month box breakout. If you're bullish, what kind of spread you want to put, bull call or bull put. All right, let's look at another example of match. So in this case, we get a box and we have a bearish breakout. So once this breakout happens, you have two options. You can either put a normal put position. So for example, if this breakout is happening, what you would normally do is simply buy a put of, let's say, a $45 put and just write. Now you decided you do not want that, you want to cap your risk. So what you can do is you bought the 45 put and you, let's say, sell a 40 put. Now you intuitively know that the 45 one is more expensive than the 41. So in order to put this position, you will have to pay some premium, but you capped the maximum amount of premium you had to pay because that would have been just for the 45 put. And you reduce the maximum amount of profit you can make by capping it at 40. That's a normal bear put spread. But another thing you can do is put a bear call spread. So this breakout, the box breakout is happening lower. What you can do is you can sell this $50 call, $52 call, and buy a $55 call. Now you know the $52 call will be more expensive since it's closer to the stock price. And this $55 call will be cheaper. So you sold the more expensive thing, you bought the cheaper thing, and you got paid some premium to put on this position. Now, the stock price, if it starts moving lower, obviously your position will be profitable fast. But even if it doesn't move low, it just consolidates sideways. In that case too, your position will gain value because the time factor is working for you in that case. As long as the stock price on expiration is below this 52, you will pocket the entire premium. So those are the different scenarios in which we put the two kinds of bull spreads and the bear spreads. When you are getting a breakout, you have to decide if it will be an explosive breakout. Should you pay the premium to place on this trade, or if the breakout might fizzle out and you would rather have the premium on your side and have the theta burn help you out. So those are the kind of decisions you have to make when putting on these positions. And we will discuss them with Greeks in a future tutorial video. But for now, I hope you get an idea of when a breakout is happening, the different options you have in order to put on a position.